Let's go.
And I mean, Dunzo. It's actually kind of sad, bro, because I think when it's all said and done, we'll look at this and we'll say that Sean Payton is not quite the coach or the guy that people thought he was. If you ask me, this has a lot to do with Sean Payton and just his disdain overall for Russell Wilson. It seems like he just didn't like the guy. He had it out for him from the moment he came in. Um, I mean, what was the quote he had about him last year? Something about him kissing the babies or whatever like that. We saw public displays of just him not rocking with Russ. Yelling at him on the sideline. Something you never see out of a Super Bowl winning quarterback and a coach. You rarely see that. But overall, what does this mean for the Broncos? A $85 million cap hit, $85 million in dead money, the most ever in NFL history. Overall, what they gave up to get Russell Wilson, I'm gonna run it down: 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, Drew Lock, Noah Fant, 165 million in guaranteed money over 2 years, and they got to eat that 85 million in dead money if and when they cut him post June 1st. So he hasn't officially been cut yet, but he's going to be cut. They made the statement. He's made his statement. What are your thoughts on it overall, Dub?
The Broncos can get the quarterback position right. I mean, Russell's their guy. I mean, how many quarterbacks have the Denver Broncos been through in the past 6 years? I don't have the comprehensive list, but Drew Lock is one of them. Braxton Lynch is another one.
Yeah, I remember they drafted Paxton Lynch, and I was like,
yeah, from Memphis.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty decent. What the issue that they're having is quarterback development. That's just me. Like, y'all just plan on throwing a quarterback into a system where y'all having high turnover. Noah is it Noah Fant? Whatever his name is. They had a terrible season. Then you got your boy that's the offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett, out of there. And so, like, high turnover, man, you can't expect consistent quarterback play when you have high turnover like that. So Broncos need to get something together in the front office, and they just need to take their time in their quarterback search. And I think having Sean Payton there will help. Don't like the dynamic between him and Russell. Did not like that this season. So not a good fit for us. Now, let's get into the real conversation. Where will Russ go? I got Atlanta. I'm going to let you, talk about how you feel about Russ and where you think he should go. I'm saying he need to go to the A.
I think it's a tough situation, but Atlanta would be a good look. If I'm Rusto, I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to Vegas. I'm gonna go play with Devontae Adams. You got him at receiver. You got Hunter Renfro, who I feel like is kind of like when Tom Brady had Wes Welker. I think Hunter Renfro can make plays, and not to mention Josh Jacobs in the backfield. So I think it's plug and play with Russ. If he goes to Vegas, you got a great young coach in Antonio Pierce, who seems to be a leader of men and also a player's coach. Somebody who I don't think would disrespect Russ, somebody who would encourage him, uplift him. And I think the Raiders are hurting right now for they're hurting to be who they were, right? The Raiders are a prideful franchise, and it's been a long time since this team has really competed and been at the level. I think the last time I really remember the Raiders being a threat is the whole Tuck rule, the whole thing with Tom Brady fumbling the ball and getting away with it in the snow, and the Raiders not making it to the championship because of that. That's the last time I remember the Raiders being a real contender. You put Russ in that backfield again. I think Russ still has a little bit in the tank, a couple more years left. I think the Raiders are immediately a contender in the AFC West. I think they get the Chiefs a run for their money, which they beat the Chiefs last year. I think they really give them a run for the money. But I think Atlanta is not a bad move. Culturally, I think it would be dope to have him there. Atlanta has a lot of weapons in Drake London, Kyle Pitts. Atlanta's a great team. And then Bijan Robinson coming out the backfield. So you can't go wrong. I'm with you, Dub. I think it's Atlanta or Vegas. I would like to see Russ in Vegas because I would like to see Antonio Pierce get him a quarterback that's going to make some noise. But we'll have to see what happens either way. And Atlanta might not be good with Future down there, and the whole FBG, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know if that'll be a good look for Russ to go to Atlanta. I don't think it'll be no situation where him and Baby Future at the Hawks game, and it ain't gonna be love in Atlanta if he go to Atlanta.
I mean, I get that. One of the things that I do like about Atlanta is their core nucleus is very young,
For
and
sure.
bringing in that veteran presence will definitely help them elevate their game. I mean, honestly, man, I think if they had better quarterback play from Desmond Ritter, they were definitely a playoff team.
They could have won the NFC South for sure.
Easily.
Yeah, they could have won the division.
There were about 3 or 4 games that I saw that I'm like, they should have won that game.
Yeah. So we going with Atlanta or Vegas.
I like Vegas though, bro.
Vegas is a good place for them.
Wild card. There was a wild card on that one.
Yeah, I had to think about it a little bit, but we'll see. Also, a lot could change when you think about whether or not Kirk Cousins stays with the Vikings or what moves he makes. That could have a big determinant factor on where Russ lands. So we just got to play it by ear. These teams have a lot of opportunity to figure out how they want to mix these pieces up. Let us know in the comments who you think is going to take Russell Wilson and whether or not he'll be successful. As always, give us that CLS treatment, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll be back with more from here in the arena.